Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. We talk outdoors every Saturday morning. Again, good morning to all you folks in Memphis here on AM 790 and 92.9 HD-FM. And, of course, in Brownsville on 1520 AM and 95.3 FM. News Talk 101 in Jackson. And this being the third Saturday, we have Frank Barton over there from Marion, Arkansas, a semi-retired businessman, dog handler, and everything else. Good morning, Frank.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning, everyone.
And, of course, we also have his co-host here that they have rivals each other as far as coming to introduce our segments, and that's John Gordon, a senior communications specialist for DU. Good morning, John.
Morning, Larry. Morning, everybody.
I want you to listen in as we on this first segment as we talk to a gentleman who has a passion for the outdoors. He wouldn't because he's doing something for free, and he's doing it because he loves the outdoors, but at the same time had a special time yesterday up at Carroll County Shooting Sports Complex in Huntington where they dedicated a new wildlife refuge, and they did it in a classy way as only the TWRA can do, and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency Foundation, all these different people. But we're happy to have Monte Belew on with us out of Martin, Tennessee. He is a member of the Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commission. And good morning, Monte.
Good morning, Mr. Larry. Thank you for this opportunity, and I appreciate you having me on here this morning.
Well, let's talk about what happened yesterday up at Carroll County Shooting Sports Complex in Huntington. Give us a little detail about what happened and how we got this together.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, well, it was a great event, very well attended, a lot of folks there, and that just really shows how much Lee was thought of and how much his family is thought of in West Tennessee, in the law enforcement and in the outdoor community as well. Just to give you a short background on it, I was a state trooper for a number of years, and then I was sheriff in Henry County for about 4 terms, and then now I've kind of moved into the political side of things. I work for Congressman Kustoff, and serve on the TWRA Commission. But I worked with Steve Russell, which was Lee's dad, with the Highway Patrol for a number of years, and Steve started his career in law enforcement at the Henry County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, okay.
Well, come full circle. Lee had grown up and graduated UT Martin, and Steve, his dad, came to me and said, I would like for my son to start in law enforcement at the same place I did, here at the Henry County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
And I happened to be sheriff there at that time, so I had the absolute honor to hire Lee Russell as a Henry County deputy, and got his foot in law enforcement, and he served about 3 years with us, and he flew a helicopter for us as well. And then he left and followed his dad's footsteps and joined the Tennessee Highway Patrol and worked patrol for several years, and then went into their aviation division and was a THP helicopter pilot, where he was, just received numerous accommodations and medals for life-saving and for catching the bad guys, and he was always on call 24/7.
Yes.
He never not responded when we called him and needed help. He was always there, whether it was a life-saving mission or a lost child in the woods or hunting for a subject, in the woods, or fugitive, or whatever it may be.
Uh-huh.
And then, unfortunately, approximately a year ago, Lee had a helicopter crash, and it was a fatal helicopter crash. It killed him and one other deputy in the crash. So over the years as well, Lee and I have duck hunted together, and his family had a duck hole there in Carroll County as well. He was so passionate of a duck hunter, hugely involved as he was growing up in the Scholastic Clay Target program. Loved to deer hunt, just a very, passionate outdoorsman. So this got brought to me by a couple of guys, Mark Rich and Lieutenant Greg Barker with the TWRA. We were looking to get some refuge area, some ground in Carroll County. And then that kind of got brought, the conversation got started about naming it after, Lee Russell, which was, paid the ultimate sacrifice and did so much for the state and the community. So I took it to the director Maxidon and the TWA Commission, and after several months of work, we were able to bring this around to fruition and dedicate this yesterday. So it was a great honor and just very well attended, and really just a tough day but a good day.
Yeah, and again, we're talking to Monte Belew. He is District 7. He represents District 7 for the Tennessee Fish and Wildlife Commission. 7 counties: Benton, Carroll, Decatur, Hardin, Henderson, Henry, and Perry. And Monty, I know that while this is a nice 570 acres in Carroll County, the lasting name of being Sergeant Lee Russell Refuge, I'm so glad that you guys kept that title in there, Sergeant Lee Russell, because that tells us right off the bat he was a working man, and he undoubtedly loved the outdoors. And I'm assuming the family appreciated this, and this was a win-win situation, wasn't it, Monty?
Mr. Larry, it was, and we told the family when I went and first talked to them about it.
Yeah.
They're a very humble family, and they were like, we don't,
He didn't serve for recognition. I know that, but
right. But I told his family, and I said, you know what? I said this will be something that his kids can see, his grandkids, and for generations to come, will know that he had a true passion for waterfowling as they look back on videos and scrapbooks, and he'll know what he meant to the community and to TWA as well, because he helped TWA in a lot of assignments,
he did,
by helicopter and a lot of rescue missions that he aided TWA in, and it was just a win-win, absolutely a win-win situation. One, for the waterfowl aspect of it,
I was going to ask you that, because we want to know what's on those 570 acres. I mean, there's some prime stuff in there, right?
There is. It's a lot of it it's moist soil management.
Yeah.
Some of it's just natural old swamp ground. It's got several duck holes. It's in a pretty good flyway around it.
There you go.
And some of the studies that we've looked at say, obviously, ducks have got a lot of hunting pressure from Canada to Louisiana.
Yeah, John Gordon, you believe that, don't you, John Gordon?
Well, I know it.
Yeah, you know it. Working for duck.
I mean, you fly over West Tennessee in a little single-engine plane, and you can't count the number of robo ducks and duck blinds and decoy spreads. And,
yes.
I mean, they're gunning for them. I tell everybody, I drew one of the first duck blinds I'd ever drawn at the Big Sandy duck blind drawing in 1986.
Really? Okay.
And Steve McAdams, an outdoor writer.
Oh, we know Steve. Yes.
Steve.
Yeah.
He put my picture and my two buddies in the paper, and of course my mama cut it out and framed it for me.
Yes.
And it said today Monte Belew got lucky, got drawn,
Yeah.
And today there were 765 people present at the duck blind drawing in 1986.
Wow.
And the last few years, we've had well over 2,700 people put in for that same draw. So it's gone from 1986, 765 people to now to 2,700 people.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a popular sport, a lot of pressure, and refuges are a key thing, I think, to let the ducks have a little non-pressured area refuge.
Yeah.
For them, and so this will be a good and the cool thing about it too, Mr. Larry, is it's in his home county.
Yes, it is. That's right. Yeah.
And his family and friends will drive by it and see that sign all the time, and so.
Well, that's
we're
glad
that it worked out. Could be a win-win for his family and his legacy, and TWA as well.
Well, I know it's again. They had it yesterday at the Carroll County Shooting Sports Complex, folks. If you hadn't been up there, you need to go by and just see that. A wonderful facility up there in Carroll County, and it's the Sergeant Lee Russell Refuge. The dedication was, and mine. I got you on here now. You're trapped now. I know. As a commissioner, this is something everybody thinks y'all just gather once a month, have a great time and everything. You're in a hotbed for outdoors in your 7 counties, buddy. I just want to let you know we appreciate your service and agreeing to do this for no pay. These guys just do it out of their heart. Our ladies too to do this. And I, as a commissioner, Monty, we go into all sorts of stuff, but. Why did you want to do this?
Well, I mean, I grew up in Henry County.
That's right.
I grew up on Kentucky Lake, Tennessee River. I grew up duck hunting, deer hunting. I grew up deer hunting when you could kill. If you killed a 6-point buck,
that was something. Yeah,
that was something.
Yes,
you were going to the taxidermist.
That's right.
And I've done everything. I used to have coon dogs. I've always had lab dogs. Hunting dogs.
There you go, guys. He's a dog man. He's a dog man.
Yeah,
I knew that.
Yeah. I've done some UKC stuff. Now I've got no, super grand champion dog, but he can pick a blind up at 150 yards. But
well, y'all accept that.
I mean, I've just been outdoors my entire life, and I had the opportunity. Governor, gave me this opportunity, and absolutely considered an honor. And I've known TWRA. I actually worked for TWRA back when I was a trooper.
I know you did.
During the summer months, I did the boating officer thing on Kentucky Lake.
I know
was
you
a boating
did.
officer about 4 or 5 months out of the year, and so. I thought I knew a lot about the agency, but
You've learned, hadn't you?
I realized how much I didn't know.
Yeah.
They have absolutely done so much positive things. Of course, we're a 13-commission board. Obviously, there's some things I'd love to see tweaked with waterfowling a little bit and done a little bit differently maybe, but with all the successes that TWRA has, from bear management to fisheries to the to the trout stream management to the Bill Dance Signature Series that we just come out with, to everything else, Asian carp, CWD. There's just so many moving parts, and outdoors. It means so much to Tennessee, and and it's a legacy to me.
It is a legacy, yes.
Something I'm passionate about, but it's so much about our economic impact is what it has on our state. As well.
Well, I just appreciate.
I take it very seriously.
I appreciate your service, Monty, and we haven't had a chance to really talk. We need to talk more on the radio here. We try to spread the word for the TWRA out of not only the West Tennessee but throughout there. But I appreciate your service with the Highway Patrol and what you're doing for Senator Kustoff and all these other things that you're doing. We appreciate it, and we really appreciate you taking time to be with us on this Saturday morning. And I look forward to getting up there and just seeing that sign. And
you come on. We'd love to show it to you. It was a great day yesterday. We had some great presentations. We had some hamburgers and hot dogs, and we got to all shoot a few clay pigeons at their Sporting Clays range, which is really
it's a great place. I've been
to
it. But thank you, Monty. Have a great day, and we'll stay in touch and. Look forward to coming up there and maybe having some good food up there at your area. I think there's some catfish up there, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
We got lots of them. Come on, especially last week in April.
That's it. Thank you, Monty. Talk to you, buddy.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend. All right. Let's take a break. Be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.